Hey guys, welcome to my webinar. So today I want to explain to you and show you the company that I have built that has allowed me to go from $30,000 in credit card debt to way over that and living a life of luxury and abundance, working from my laptop on my own terms, on my own time, whenever I feel like it. I am literally full-time online. This is my whole career. This is my company. And I'm going to tell you guys how I got here, how it started, and everything. So you could do the same thing. So without anything further ado, let me minus my video and we'll get going. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Andrew Napier. I am the owner and CEO of Napier Solutions. I used to be an auto mechanic. I literally went to high school, then went to trade school to become an auto mechanic. I got certified. I bought thousands of dollars in tools, and pretty much I thought that was how to do life. Everybody has always told me, go get a trade job, go get a career job, go get a skill set job, work at that job until you want to retire, and then you can retire and you're good, right? Well, that's not how life is, and that's not how life works anymore. That is old. That's the old way of doing life. That's the old way of working, and it doesn't work now today. In 2019, that does not work. You cannot go to a trade school. You cannot go learn a skill and then go make a ton of money and live a happy life. It's not possible. I'm telling you that because I've helped hundreds of people that have literally done everything I can think of that is even a job, and every single person hates their life. Every single person doesn't live in abundance. Every single person hates waking up and going to work in the morning. Every single person I talk to is overly worked. I know this for a fact. I've been doing this for years. I've been helping people leverage the internet to make an income for years now. I've seen it all. So a little bit of background on me is I'm an auto mechanic, or used to be an auto mechanic, and I pretty much wanted to start a life. I wanted to get a house. I wanted to start a family. I wanted to build something that I could say I built. I wanted to have a business. So I originally went out and found somebody to partner with on an auto mechanic shop job, right? So I decided that's going to be what I'm going to do. I'm going to own a conventional brick and mortar business. And what ended up happening is I went into a ton of debt. I ended up stacking up over $30,000 in credit card debt, and we were just barely scraping by. And at the time, it was me and my girlfriend. We were both working different trade jobs. She was in the restaurant industry, and I was in the auto mechanic industry. And we both hated our jobs. We were both working 60+ hours a week, and we had no time to spend with our loved ones. We had no time to go out and do anything. We had no extra money to pay our bills. And we were just stacking credit card debt at that point in time. We didn't have enough money to pay our bills, pay our house payment, pay everything off, and keep up with the credit card debt that we were accumulating. So we ended up digging a ginormous hole for ourselves, right? So what's the first thing you do to get out of the hole? You stop spending money. So there's a picture of me cutting up my credit card. I put a big old X on it so I couldn't use it anymore. And literally, I hated my life. I was $30,000 in credit card debt. I was dead broke. I was still working a full-time job, and I was hardly able to make ends meet. I was overworked, underpaid, and hated my life. So I had to change. I wanted to start my own business. So what did I do? I started looking online. I started checking out all the different online opportunities that were there available for me a couple of years ago. And here's what happened, guys. I'll be dead honest. I bought into like 6 or 7 different programs, and 3 of them ended up being scams. They ended up taking my money, not teaching me anything, and just leaving me hanging. And I lost money, so I got to even more debt. But the other 3 programs that I purchased into, they worked. They made me money. They helped me start a business online. But what they didn't explain to me when I first started is you're going to have to spend money to make it, to build your business. To make a lot of money, you're going to need money to make money, right? And I didn't understand that concept at the time. So I was just spending, thinking that, you know, I'm going to build this cool online business and it's going to pay off all my debt, pay off all my bills overnight. Didn't happen that way. I ended up digging an even bigger hole for myself and my family. And we were in a ton of debt, and we had a ton of online programs that we were in. It was 3 of them at the time. And we had like 10 or 15 people over here, and 10 or 15 people over here, and then 10 or 15 people over here. And what happened is we could not give personal attention to each individual group of people, right? We couldn't build one system because we were so spread out everywhere. We just couldn't do it. So what we ended up doing is we had a bunch of angry customers at us. We had a bunch of people that were like, hey, man, you said you were going to help me work online, but you weren't able to deliver on that promise. I haven't seen you one-on-one helping me. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this, blah, 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 blah. And just going on and on and on. And we were like, okay, well, I don't want to have anybody mad at me. I'd rather be broke and have happy customers. So I was like, okay, guys, you know what? I don't have the time to help you guys. Here's your money back, whatever. So at that point in time, we made a bunch of money online. I had to pay everybody back because I had bad customer service. And I felt bad for everybody. So I paid everybody back their money. And we were still stuck in the hole. I was like, well, how am I going to get out of this hole? What am I going to do? How am I going to build a family? How am I going to have a life? How am I going to be able to travel? How am I going to keep my house? How am I going to do anything, right? So I remember this night very vaguely. Me and my fiance at the time, we decided to go out on a date, right? And we were in a ton of bankruptcy. We had no money. Well, we weren't in bankruptcy yet. We were talking about going into bankruptcy. We were talking about filing it because we had that much credit card debt. And one night we were like, okay, well, how about we go out on a date? Let's just go out. Let's enjoy some time together and let's just rethink our life, right? I was like, great idea. That's a good idea. We were broke. We had no money. We were in credit card debt. We were both working full-time jobs, but still had no money. Our date was the McDonald's dollar menu date. Literally, that's what we were living on. We were living on dollar menu money. And we went out, we sat there, we were eating, going back and forth, just kind of talking over our life, talking about the strategies, how we're going to get out of this hole, how we're going to build a business, how we're going to do all this stuff. And at the time, she was working full-time and I was working full-time. So I was like, look, babe, how about we do this? How about you focus on your job, okay? Let me focus on the online business. Let me cut back some hours at my day job and focus on online. Let me just focus on it, right? And she looked at me and she paused for a second and she was like, that's fine. I know we're going to make it because I trust you, but I need to know something. Is this it? Is this going to be the one? Is this going to be the thing that makes us rich? Is this going to be the thing that helps us pay our bills? Is this going to be the business idea that allows us to live the life of luxury that we've seen other people live? Is this going to allow us to do everything that we're dreaming of? Me being the person I am, I was like, yeah, babe, don't worry about it. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Just focus on your job. Don't freak out. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. I got us. Don't worry about it, right? A couple weeks went past and still stuck in the same track, still stuck in the same loop, right? Just thinking and getting information, grabbing mentors, talking to coaches. I mean, doing anything and everything I could to make my current businesses work, right? That we already had, that we already paid into the online services, right? We already were in these businesses. And I was trying to make them work. I was trying my butt off, working day in, day out, over and over again, on top of working my full-time job. And what ended up happening is I got to a point where I was like, I'm done. I give up, bro. I'm not trying to do this anymore. I can't figure this out. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I've bought all these people's programs and educational stuff and nothing's working for me. So how can I build something better, right? So I posted, I hit rock bottom. I posted everywhere on every social media account I had. I was like, hey guys, to any of my entrepreneur buddies, I'm looking for help. I'm stuck. I'm spinning my wheels. I need help. Can somebody help me? This was a couple years ago. And my buddy came up to me and he was like, hey bro, I just got back from this amazing live event, right? They had all these entrepreneurs building all these sales funnels, doing all this cool stuff. There was a ton of us here. A ton of people got $1 million rewards. Like it was great. It was awesome. He was explaining the whole thing to me, how it all worked, how it all built his business, how it helped him scale his business, how it helped him make a ton of money online and this and that and this and that. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, that's cool for you. I'm glad you're able to do that, but how is that going to help me? How am I going to be able to do the same thing you're doing? How am I going to get the same success you have? How am I going to do what you're doing? Because I'm already learning from all these people, but I'm not getting the same results you are. Like, tell me what's wrong. Look at my business. Just tell me, bro. Like, help me. And he looked through my business. He looked through my sales funnel. He looked through everything. And he was like, do you want to know your problem? And I was like, I see your problem. I could tell you how to fix your problem, but you're going to think that I'm insulting you. And I was like, no, I'm not, bro. Like, I'm at rock bottom. We're so close to filing bankruptcy. We're in a ton of credit card debt. I'm trying to make this business work. I have nothing left. You have to be upfront with me. Be legit with me. Lay it all out on the line. Tell me how this is going to benefit my life. Tell me how you can help me. Tell me how I'm able to fix these issues, how I'm able to run this business successfully. And he was like, send me this picture. He was like, look at this picture, man. And he's like, I want you to know something. I went to one of these live events for 2 years. The first year I went, I seen all these people jump on that stage and get rewards for generating over $10 million inside of their business online, right? And he's like, for 2 years, right, I went. The first year I went, I was in the stands with every single person you're seeing in these pictures. I was sitting in seats. I could point out the people that they were sitting next to me. They weren't on stage. They were sitting next to me. The very next year, I went to the same live event. Them same people that were sitting next to me were now on stage getting rewards for doing $1 million or $10 million inside of their sales funnel, inside of their online business, right? And he's like, so I hit rock bottom. And this was a year before I hit rock bottom. He hit rock bottom. He's like, so I asked one of the entrepreneurs, I was like, help me. I seen you sitting next to me 1 year, and now you're up there on stage getting a reward. Tell me how you got there. Tell me what you did. And he looked at my buddy. My buddy looks at me, and he was like, very simple, bro. If you're seeing all these people get successful online, if you're seeing all these people make this money, if you're seeing all these people live that life, that beautiful, lavish lifestyle, what's the problem between them and you? I was like, I don't know. Me? Am I the problem? Is my educational program the problem? Is what I'm offering the problem? And he's like, no. What you're teaching works. What you're offering works. But you yourself, Andrew, don't believe in what you're selling. So every single person you talk to, every single person you try to bring into your company, they get that vibe off of you that you're just starting out, that you're not sure you know what you're doing, even though you do. You do know what you're doing. I've gone through your course, Andrew. Everything you're teaching works. Like, I've used it in my own business. It works. The only reason you're not selling is because you don't believe in yourself. And it hit me. I was like, holy crap. He's right. I'm still thinking that I'm going to have to go to work as a mechanic the very next day. I'm still thinking for the next 5 years, I'm going to be stuck in this credit card debt. I'm going to be stuck working this mechanic job. I'm going to be stuck doing the same thing, right? So every person I was bringing into my online business, I was like, yeah, man, I'm an auto mechanic. This is what I do. This is what I know. Here's my online business, though. Would you like to join? It didn't work because everybody's like, well, you're an auto mechanic. How are you running an online business successfully? I don't see the comparison. I don't see it. So that's what I was doing wrong. I was telling people I was an auto mechanic starting an online business. I wasn't telling people that I ran an online business and that I could help them build an online business. It was me. I was the issue in my whole company. So he gave me a whole bunch of notes. He's like, look, Andrew, let me help you out even more. Now that you know that you're the problem, how about I give you all of the notes that I have ever taken from these online educational, or not online courses, but these courses, these live courses that I've gone through, these live events. Let me give you everything I know off of them. And I literally have a notebook here, super thick. It's one of them like multiple chapter notebooks. And it is full to the brim of everything that they have gone over to build their businesses to over $10 million. All the secrets, all the strategies, everything they have ever done, all the people you're seeing on stage, they have been hacked, meaning growth hacked. People have copied and seen what they're doing. They have made plans, they've made strategies, and they've built live courses out of it. And this notebook right here holds all the information from all the courses, these live courses from all these people, right? And my buddy gave me all this information. It took him a whole weekend. Literally stayed here at my house for a whole weekend giving me all this information. He gave me all this information. I had it. I knew what my problem was, and I started to fix my business. I put in a ton of work, right? A ton of work. I put together every single one of the tools, tips, strategies that are in this book. I put them all into use. I used them. And within 3 months of doing this, working my full-time job as a mechanic and working part-time online, I ended up paying off all of my credit card debt, making a crap ton of money, and literally I had enough money to go out and buy my dream car, to purchase my house, and pay off my credit card debt. All working part-time, right? Online. My business took off. It scaled. It was great. I was making so much money, and still am to this day, that I don't have to worry about anything, right? It has literally allowed me to travel the country, right? So after I paid off all of my debt, after I paid off the credit card debt, after I paid up all my bills, and I made enough money to where I was debt-free, I finally felt like I did it. I finally felt like I made it. I was like, huh, whew, feel that big old weight taken off your shoulder. My wife's not freaking out anymore if we're going to have money to pay our bills. I'm not freaking out if I'm going to lose my car. I'm not freaking out about losing my house. I'm not freaking out about filing bankruptcy. I'm not freaking out anymore. Everything's paid for, and I have more money coming in than I have bills, period, okay? I literally can't spend enough money to not have enough money at the end of the month. Like, literally, I could spend $1,000 every single day and not run out of money. Like, it's great. I love it. I love my life. So me and my fiance at the time ended up taking a vacation. We were like, okay, we paid off all of our debt. We did what we set out to do. Let's go take a vacation. We haven't taken a vacation in close to 5 years, right, at the time. So we took a vacation. We went out to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That's actually a picture of Gatlinburg, Tennessee down below. And we took a weekend off. We bought a little cabin, just enjoyed life. And that moment, that vacation, I knew that this was the lifestyle I wanted to live. I wanted to make money anywhere in the world from the comfort of my laptop and literally do anything. I have time freedom. I have income freedom. I have abundance of everything, right? I have time and income. Them are the two things you need to do anything in life. Anything, period. If you got time and you got money, you could do anything. So we got back from this vacation. I quit my day job. I was like, I'm done. I'm done working as a mechanic. I quit. And I packed my bags and I traveled the country for a couple of months, right? Literally traveled the country. I went everywhere. I went to Colorado. I went to California. I went to Oregon. I went to Florida. I went everywhere in between, doing what I love, camping, out enjoying the wilderness, out enjoying my life. And here's the best part, guys. When I got back from my trip around the world after spending all this money traveling, I bought my dream car. I have always wanted a Mitsubishi Evo. Always. It's always been my dream car. Ever since Fast and the Furious and Paul Walker and all that, I've always wanted an Evo. That is my dream car. So I came back from vacation. I had enough money in my bank to go buy my dream car. Do you know what I did? I went out and I bought my dream car. There's the check I wrote. $9,377.35 is what I paid for my dream car. It's what I paid for the car that I've wanted my whole life. Right? That should be proof enough that this works. I was able to travel the country, keep my house, pay all my bills, and come back and drop $10K on a car that I don't even need. I only bought it because it was my dream car, because it's my dream to have it. I wanted it. It was my dream. I made it a reality. You could do the same thing too. You could do this exact same thing. So, what am I offering to you? Very simple. How to start a business in the market today in 2019. I'm going to give you everything I have, every business platform I have, all the strategies, all the tools, all the books, everything. I'm going to give it to you. It's called a business in a box. You're literally going to be able to take this business and build anything you want with it within 30 days. Very simply. You could do this. It is extremely simple and extremely easy to do. I've helped thousands of students do this. You're just another student. I don't care what your background is. I don't care if you think that you can't do this. I'm telling you, if you buy into my program, if you purchase into this program, I will personally help you every single time you need help. I will give you my personal number. You can call me and we could set you up a plan. We could set you up a day-by-day plan to get successful, to become successful, to build an online business. And I'm going to give you a ton of free stuff. I'm literally going to give you my business platforms. I'm going to give you my business templates that I've been using to make thousands of dollars. I'm going to give you a ton of books, strategies, growth hacks. I'm going to give you a ton of stuff. But very first thing you have to do is go to my next video. So now that this webinar is over with, now that you know how I got here, why I got here, and how I paid off $30K in credit card debt in 3 months, 3 months. It took me 3 months to do this. 3 months to pay off 20 or 30K in credit card debt, get another like $40,000, travel the country, and come back and pay for my dream car and buy my dream car. 3 months. Did it all in 3 months. You could do this too. I've literally taken everything that I've used to get there in 3 months, and I've made a couple books out of it, and I'm selling them to you. So you could just take the years that I've spent to build this, get all of the crap that I've needed over the years at one time, and then you don't have to spend years doing this. So on the next video, you're going to be offered everything that I'm going to show you, everything I'm going to give you. I'm going to show you everything I have to offer. I'm going to show you it all step by step. So without further ado, I'm going to see you on the next video, and go get your free stuff, guys. Go check out the next video. You have nothing to lose here. Nothing. You have everything to gain, nothing to lose. So peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.